Star Stuck Emmet, 2019 Polybag. It's pretty good, I think, but I haven't opened it, so that's what we're here for, right? Before we start, this is definitely my favorite face of any Emmet. We can see so many things from the bag. We can see this happy face, we can see this face. 6 plus, 41 pieces. It's an item number, and Star Stuck is the title. We also have a Legoland ticket, very nice. Warnings, don't eat it. 3 die, and Denmark, Hungary, Mexico, China, and the Czech Republic, normal places. Very nice. The fun thing about this bag is that it is a I believe the most common way to get it is having pre-ordered the Lego Movie 2 video game, so that you could get big old Starpin, so that you could get this one. There were various other promotions. I don't think it's ever been retail available, which stinks because it's a really nice face print for Emmet, and the other side's not bad either. That's a cute one. That one's a freaking amazing. It's not quite as good as I thought, actually. We'll talk about that, though, when we get there. All right, so that looks like Emmet made. Looks good. Good job, Emmet. Good job. So the instructions, let's take a peek at those. 14 steps, that's kind of a lot. There's no real ads on these, I guess, but that's okay. We don't really need ads, I don't think. So we have, let's make it a happy star, because that's what the instructions prescribe. Happy star. It's printed on a 2x2 tile. So we've got a little star boy and a little sad face for him. So we'll take a look at those hopefully in a hot minute. So first step is going to be this piece. Oh, that's fun. That's a thing that doesn't usually happen. The pieces are stuck together from the factory. This long rail piece, I think, is what I'd call that. A long rail. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 studs long. Very, very premium piece to get that in 8 studs. The upside down brackets, I like to call them, because they're not the typical way, but I guess they're upright. They're hooked up brackets. Those studs not on top snot brackets. Am I right, fellow epic Lego users? This thing, it's a rail attachment piece, and it's going to get a palisade brick. That's the bumpy brick. It's a 1x2 brick, but it's a little bit more special. Throw in this Technic piece on there. I think this is going to be for the gears, maybe? We'll find out. Interesting. And then we're going to throw a little bracket. That's a really useful one. These are all fairly useful colors. The sand green, the Statue of Liberty color, it's kind of a whatever color, in my opinion, most of the time, but I think it looks good here. And it'll be, getting the shield piece, and that's nice. And just the only other thing it's on is these two. Those look like 6s. We could count them, I guess, if we cared to, but they're 2x6 plates. Very, very nice pieces to get them in. So, where was I in the instructions? Oh, yes, I found my spot. I'm on step 3. Now, step 2 had 3 sub-steps, and step 3 has 4 sub-steps. So do count that into your overall assessment of the difficulty of the steps, of the building instructions in general. I definitely don't... Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't like when they have sub-steps. I'm fine with them, but it is overall slightly misleading, in my opinion, to have 14 steps. But I mean, we're already at 10 steps, 3 sub-steps, 4 sub-steps, and 3 full steps. So we're only on step 4, and we're already on 10. 4 does not have any sub-steps, though. I suppose I could show you that, but I'm not going to. Number 5 is... Oh, this is 4. I couldn't figure out what 4 was. 4 is that big old tile. Nice to get that tile. This one goes here? Yeah. Well, that's some good math there. Those brackets lined up real nice to cover up with that tile. And then this 2x2 tile goes over here on these brackets. Very nice math again. The brackets lining up just right. Kind of a nice pattern there with the stripes on the side. Interesting. Then this is 2 pieces that go under. Is that right? Okay. They're going... Nope, they're going on the back side here. So I'm thinking they go there because there's a 4 long gap that would fit there, and then they keep it from rocking. Because I don't know if you'd noticed, I rocked it a couple times and it kind of was tipsy stuff. Step 7 has 4 sub-steps. So let's do that. And then it's a couple of these. These are smaller rail pieces. And I'm assuming they're going to interface with the main rail, kind of judging from this picture up here. You can see the main rail there. And I think I see some of them poking on the backside there. These brown rail pieces. And I think they're going to somehow interact with... Well, I guess they won't because they're on the wrong side. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then we're putting this gear, this flat gear. I don't know what you call that. Is that a gear? I guess gears are round usually. It's sprockets, a sprocket plate. That'll be interesting. Someone tell me what you would call those things. So this has to slide in here. So I was kind of right. It does interact with a piece for it. It uses that backside there. See how that interfaces? It can slide nicely, and then the rail, actually the bottom rail, holds it up so that it can't move away from that. Very, very nice. Okay, next we're using a pin. This pin? Is this it? Yeah, that must be. Gonna go in this hole. Oh, don't slide out. We need to keep you in. Slide it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, very nice, very nice. And then, since this is all the way slid in, if we get this piece is, it's not numbered sub-steps, but it is a sub-step for step 10 to put these together. So that'll be, is it challenging? That was a little challenging, honestly. Just a little bit. And we're going to put this gear on. Oh, it is, I think, important to make sure that we have this gear lined up, the cross axle technically lined up correctly, so that the gear can fit in first of all. Is that right? Oh, I messed up already. Whoops. I think there's I missed a plate. Plate would raise the teeth, that 1x4 teeth thing, just enough. Did I mess that up? What did I mess up? I put the thing on backwards? I did. Put that on backwards. Okay. There we go. So let's fix that. This can go back on here. Snap it in with the tile holding it down. Oh, darn. So let's move that out and back in. Okay, there we go. That fixed it. Now, that should... I'm going to test it before it says to. Oh, no. Yeah, was a mediocre outcome, to be fair. Face pull it out and then reline it up. Okay, that's pretty close to right. I wonder if you just can't do that. Well, putting these on here. Okay. Seeing as they're as close together as they can get, these shields are really nice to have. I really enjoy those a lot. I'm gonna just shove them in, and then this is it's a kind of a greeble, but it's functional. it makes it look kind of rusty, but it's functional because it actually can be used to hold the star like in the picture, which we vaguely looked at earlier, but the star can fit onto that stud and then get crushed in the door. Yeah, so with the door there, you can't pass that. So that's nice. Nice little play feature action. What do you do? It already came up. Wow. Okay, so that's. I mean, I'm barely playing with it, and I already broke it a couple times. So gears are fiddly. Now this thing's not lined up well. Not a gear professional. There are other channels that are better at gears than me. So you know. But anyways, tell me that piece of the teeth thing. Let me know what that is. Let's look at these figures. Overall, the build for 41 pieces. It's a gift with purchase for pre-purchasing the video game. So that's very positive. So for $5 though, the typical Polybag price, that's not bad. Usable parts. You could probably repurpose this door somewhere else, perhaps in something you're building. You know, maybe not even as a door. You could make it a mouth on a monster. That's a lot of fun. Rawr, 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 rawr. You know, and look, I already broke it again. Wow, that's a not loving that. Maybe I just solved that wrong. Let me check the instructions here. No, I don't think so. No, that stinks. A few more pieces might have made that a little better. I wonder if anyone else had that issue or if it's just me. Anyways, let's look at those figures. So first of all, I'd count this as a figure because it's predominant in the set. It's a 2x2 we discussed, printed, very lovely pattern, very happy, almost crying. He's so happy. But then on this other face, he's actually crying because he's sad. Such a sad little star. The actual star piece is neat. There's little numbers written in there. Yeah, little numbers written there. There's a little Lego thing. You see it? Kind of neat. So it's one big piece, and then the printed tile on the front. Tile's a little, it's a little hard to get off, but whatever. One stud, which kind of limits the usefulness because it's got 4, I think. I'd assume that fits on 4 studs, and then one on the front. So I mean, there's only so many connection points, but still very cute. It'll be interesting to see what people do with that. Doesn't have a cross axle or anything, so it'd be hard to use as a gear, but the pole doesn't go all the way through, so you could use it on a pole or something. Anyways, Emmet, I know you've been waiting this whole time to see. I'm 99% sure, could be wrong. That's the basic Emmet body and legs print for the Lego Movie 2, a little roughed up version of the Lego Movie 1. That face, though, very, very nice. I don't know if it's in any other sets. And then on the back side, he's super sad, which is really nice. A lot of people point out that he doesn't have the pupils or the eye gloss that a lot of the newer figures have. And I think that is very fun because my sig fig also does not have little spots in his eyes. So this is appropriate for my guy. There is a little bit, and this was the thing I was going to talk to you about earlier, there's a little bit of chin, I don't know, lower lip printing there in like a dark brown or orange or something. Did they need it? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. The eyebrows, kind of brow sagging lines to make him look sad, I think are appropriate, but there's something classic about a figure that's just got black printing, just 3 little 2 dots and a smile, 3 little black bits. The front side is a little bit hard to say that with because he's got like cut off bottom circles, which is appropriate for such a happy little fellow. And then he has the mouth printing. He's got the teeth, the tongue, which I don't know. Not a huge takeaway, but just a little bit of a detraction from the sad face. The sad face is still very, very good. Love that sad face. We don't tend to get a lot of sad faces in Lego, I think. I mean, we get some, but we get a lot of angry and a lot of happy, and we get some comical ones in there, but just sad doesn't seem to be a terribly popular one, and for good reason. Anyways, that's the set. You guys know how this works. You guys can watch more videos Over here, there's an automatic something. In the middle will be something I picked for you. You're welcome. And then way over there is the subscription button if you're not subscribed for some reason. I don't know why you wouldn't be subscribed if you could be subscribed. Maybe you don't have a YouTube account and you're just watching this on your friend's video game console. I don't know. Subscribe them. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.